Thick Thighs Save Lives. Written by The Sea, the Moon, and the Stars. Read by yours, Prinks, and a whole lot of other people who you can find the link down in the description. Relationship tags: Midoriya Izuku and Usagiyama Rumi Mirko. Deku Bowl: Midoriya Izuku / Class 1A and Shinso Hitoshi. Character tags: Midoriya Izuku, Usagiyama Rumi Mirko, Class 1A, Shinso Hitoshi. Additional tags: Alternate Universe, Canon Divergence, Badass Motherfucker Midoriya Izuku. Everyone loves Midoriya Izuku. Summary: Rumi Usagiyama, also known as Pro Hero Mirko, has taken on a student for a work study for the first time since, well, ever. Izuku Midoriya needs to develop his shoot style, and the rabbit hero is the perfect person to help. The thing about using one's legs a lot is that the thighs will get bulky. Class 2A notices. Chapter 1: Manchester Smash and Luna Fall. Chapter Summary: Deku begins his work study with number 5 Pro Hero Mirko. In their second year at UA, all Hero Course students were required to do a hero work study as part of their final exam for the first semester. It also had to be a different hero from both their internships and any previous work studies to increase team building and the ability to think on the fly. Some students got offers, others picked from a list of heroes that had offered spots, but everyone picked a new agency to work with. The number 5 hero, Rabbit Hero Mirko, had actually asked one student from 2A to come join her for a hero study. It was unheard of. Mirko was famous for not being part of an agency and resolutely refusing to work in a team. But this year, she had extended an offer to one Izuku Midoriya. Naturally, he accepted. It wasn't every day that a top 10 hero even acknowledged students. Outside of internships and work studies, top 10 heroes rarely interacted with anyone outside their agencies or team-ups, being much too busy doing their jobs to just pop in on a class. But Mirko, the highest ranked female hero in Japan, she had never so much as let up-and-coming heroes do internships with her, much less work studies. She was also the only top 10 to offer a work study this time around. The other top 10s either having already worked with Class A and B, or were too busy fighting increasing crime rates after All Might's retirement to take on a student. Naturally, Bakugo was pissed that Deku got an offer from a top 10 while he was stuck with number 23 Pro Hero Mount Lady, despite Midoriya trying to say that Mount Lady worked with both Kamui Woods and Edgeshot, who were both top 10 heroes, with Edgeshot even ranked above Mirko.
But I didn't receive an offer from them. I received an offer from her,
Bakugo had snarled before stomping off angrily. Midoriya knew for a fact that Bakugo hadn't been that angry at Kirishima after learning that his work study was with number 12 hero Gang Orca, also ranked higher than Mount Lady. But he didn't push the subject. He just sighed and packed up his stuff. Given that she didn't have an agency, Midoriya would apparently be working out of her home. He had a sudden flashback to destroying Gran Torino's apartment, but thought that it couldn't possibly be that bad. At 8:53 the morning of his first day, he finally found the right place. He knocked on the door, which flew open to reveal Rumi Usagiyama in her civilian clothes, a toothbrush between her teeth. She looked Midoriya up and down.
"You the hero student?"
she asked.
Yes, ma'am.
Answered Midoriya.
"Don't call me ma'am. I'm only 27.
Yes, Mirko.
Call me Rumi if I'm in my civvies.
Yes, Rumi.
Get in here."
Midoriya scrambled inside, while Mirko, Rumi, went to the bathroom, presumably to finish brushing her teeth. She stepped back into the room, where Midoriya was nervously standing around.
"Kid, I'm not gonna bite. Rabbits are herbivores, didn't you know? Sit down or something,"
she said, sitting down herself. Midoriya stiffly sat down, hooking his costume to his chest. Rumi eyed him up and down.
"I watched a sports festival this year,"
she said. Midoriya cocked his head. Most heroes did. It's how they scouted for internships, work studies, and sidekicks. Midoriya had been defeated by Kirihiro in the second round of 1v1s, after he had used his quirk to control and use Midoriya's Black Whip against him. Rumi leaned forward.
I noticed something rather interesting about your quirk.
She continued. Oh no, not another conspiracy theorist. He'd had enough with Todoroki calling him a love child, despite evidence to the contrary.
That move you used in the first 1v1 round against that beast-looking kid, what's it called?
Midoriya thought back to his battle with Shishida. He was using more of his shoot style.
Oh, I call it Manchester Smash.
It was a super move where Midoriya jumped above his opponent and brought his foot down on their head. He was hesitant about using it, but he only used 10% and Shishida had been left with a minor concussion. He still apologized profusely.
I just noticed it was very similar to my Luna Fall super move. I've never seen a quirk like yours. It's very adaptable.
Thank you,
said Midoriya, not quite sure where this conversation was going.
I didn't think much of it, but All Might did. He called me up after the sports fest, asking me if I noticed the similarities. Then he asked me if I considered taking you in for the work studies. I wasn't about to say no to him, so I accepted.
I'm not following,
said Midoriya. Rumi sighed.
Kid, All Might said you're pretty behind in developing your super move, especially since you've changed your entire fighting style since last year. I'm gonna train you to use super moves like mine.
Midoriya sat stick straight in the seat. He had assumed that due to rising crime rates in Hiroshima and a lack of other heroes nearby due to Mirko's lone wolf style, she'd thrown a dart at a board of UA students for some support, and it happened to land on Midoriya. But this was infinitely better.
You mean I'll get to train under you?
Yeah, be proud. You're my first ever student.
This is literally the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you so much, Rumi.
Rumi stretched, her ears stiffening in a stretch too.
Don't mention it. What time do you have to go back to the dorms again?
Well, Musutafu is a little over 3 hours by train. Curfew is at 11, so I need to leave by about 7 to make it in time. I'm yours until then.
Rumi looked at the clock, which showed that it was only just past 9 in the morning. She looked at Midoriya with a brow quirked.
You woke up at 6 to get here?
5, actually. I didn't take into account how long it would take me to find your apartment.
Well, I hope you slept on the train, because I'm gonna kick your ass until 7.
She said, punching her palm with an excited grin. Midoriya withheld his groan, far too used to pro heroes wanting to beat him into the ground. Instead, he chose to smile and punched his own palm.
Let's do this.
Official Class 2A, 8:37 a.m. Uravity. Is Deku really doing his internship with Mirko? Red Riot.
Much to Bakugo's chagrin.
Dynamite.
Shut the fuck up, shitty hair.
Grape Juice.
Mirko, Playboy Bunny Hero.
Invisible Girl.
Just Bunny Hero, Mineta. No Playboy.
Grape Juice.
That looky son of a bitch.
Charge Bolt.
Imagine a Mirko, Mount Lady, and Midnight team up.
Red Riot.
They're all so manly. That'd be an awesome team up.
Grape Juice.
Don't even joke about that, Kaminari. That's something out of a dream.
Creati.
Keep your hormones to yourselves. Some of us are trying to work.
Charge Bolt.
Sorry, Momar.
7:32 p.m. Charge Bolt.
Do you all think Midoriya will get thighs like Mirko?
Pinky.
Holy shit, imagine Midoriya with Mirko thighs.
Can't stop twinkling.
Midoriya would look totally magnifique with a skirt if he got bigger thighs.
Pinky.
I totally can't stop thinking about bulky Midoriya in a skirt. Please, he looks so good.
Tailman.
As someone who uses their legs a lot for martial arts, thighs get muscular rather quickly.
Sugarman.
Can confirm. Thighs get bulky real quick.
Froppy.
They look good in skirts too. The UA uniform is surprisingly flattering.
Charge Bolt.
Okay, but can Midoriya get those thighs?
Deku.
She told me to bring exercise shorts tomorrow, so perhaps. Also, I do not have the physique to rock skirts. My form is too rectangular. Kachan would look better. He's got a tiny waist.
Dynamite.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Pinky.
He do be right, though. Bakugo could rock a skirt.
Aravity.
Deku, how was your first day?
Deku.
My thighs are destroyed, and I think my rib might be cracked. But it was so awesome. Remember how I thought I was chosen at random to help out crime rates in Hiroshima? Well, turns out Mirko actually chose me, and she's helping me with my super moves. Chose.
Dynamite.
Better late than never. We had our super moves figured out last year, dumbass nerd.
Deku.
Well, I changed my entire fighting style, Kachan. What did you do?
Dynamite.
Are you trying to get your ass beat, Deku?
Deku.
No comment.
Ingenium.
Midoriya, sometimes I worry about your masochistic tendencies.
Deku.
My what now?
Ingenium.
You get hurt quite often, and seem to enjoy it, and you like to aggravate Bakugo.
Deku.
He's an easy target.
Dynamite.
You know what? Fuck you, Deku.
Deku.
I don't think I will.
Dynamite.
Fuck off, shitty Deku.
Red Riot.
You guys argue in person all the time. Does it need to extend to the group chat?
Deku.
Yes.
Dynamite.
It's better than getting suspended or house arrest.
Red Riot.
You know what? That's true. Keep the arguments online.
Deku.
Kachan, you're such a goody two-shoes.
Dynamite.
Fuck staying online. As soon as you get back, 1v1 me. Ground Delta.
Ingenium.
As class rep, I'm going to have to say no, Bakugo.
Dynamite.
Fuck off, Four Eyes. Deku. Fight me.
Deku.
No thanks, Kachan. I have to prove to Ida that I'm not a masochist.
Earphone Jack.
It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion.
Creati.
I'm so glad my phone is on silent most of the time.
10:17 p.m. Uravity.
Can we go back to the part where Deku has a cracked rib?
Deku.
Mirko has quite the kick, let me tell ya.
Uravity.
Deku, no offense, but what the fuck?
Ingenium.
This isn't helping your case, Midoriya.
Deku.
I'm not a goddamn masochist. It was training. Training.
Shoto.
Can confirm. Training with a pro can end with cracked ribs. Example 1 being my dad.
10:20 p.m. Invisible Girl.
Now, we don't have time to unpack all of that.
Pinky.
Todoroki do be traumatized, though.
Ingenium.
Todoroki, there is a school-sanctioned therapist if you need to talk.
Shoto.
No thanks.
Dynamite.
Who cares about Candy Cane's trauma? Go the fuck to sleep. I can't sleep because of the fucking incessant buzzing.
Pinky.
Okay, Dad.
Dynamite.
You wanna die, Raccoon Eyes?
Pinky.
No thanks, I value my life. Target Mito, he doesn't.
Deku.
I didn't need to be called out like this.
Ingenium.
Masochist.
Deku.
No!
Author's note. Manchester Smash and Luna Fall are both super moves created by Horikoshi, but in future chapters, one or both of the super moves will be my creation, or at least the name will be.
I have to channel my inner gay boy.
Musutas... Okay.
Invisible Girl. Material girl.
You could just do what I do, just go out and kill him. What do you mean therapy? Just do it yourself.
Y'all, I am so excited for this to finally come up. This has been a project that has been in the making for quite a bit of time. This is the first part of a multi-voiced podfic, with many creators from the My Hero Academia podfic community. All collaborators involved in this project are credited in the description of the video, with their channels and roles. Please give some love to them and the wonderful author for making this whole thing possible. And of course, I will see you when I do. Toodaloo!